Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming today. The softball program, we're off of our best finish ever, our 5th consecutive NCAA tournament, our top ranking in terms of top 25, and our highest RPI ranking at 22 last season. The 2018 team, I think, is poised to do even better than that. So this is going to be an exciting season for us. I think we return a lot of our offense. Offensively, we've added a new hitting coach who's come in and done a great job. I think established an offensive philosophy that our team has really bought into. Mackenzie Bozel will certainly lead that charge as our returning hitter. This will be the best defensive team that we have fielded since I've been at South Carolina. It's going to be an exciting team to watch on defense. With the main add there is Kenzie McGuire coming back from redshirt. She injured herself the second weekend of the season last year. So she returns. She'll be our starting shortstop. In a league like ours where speed is so big, you guys will be excited to watch her get out. She gets rid of the ball faster than anybody I've seen. So offensive and defensively, we're going to be a super exciting team to watch. I think our only question mark really lies in the circle, and that's not for lack of talent. It's just lack of experience. We're young. We return Kayla Drotar on the mound as a sophomore. We add Dixie Rayleigh as a junior transfer, and then an exciting freshman in Kelsey O. That'll be fun to watch.
All right, well, for questions.
Bev, you mentioned the pitching, about how you just don't have a lot to lean on coming back. Just how do you go through that in the season? Do you have 3 starters and say they're going to be the ones that will carry us, or will there be kind of a short leash on some of your starting pitchers?
Well, I think you're seeing more and more in softball. You're going to the staff approach. So I have a staff of 5. Like I said, we have a lot of talent. They all look different. So I think the pitchers I mentioned, you'll see a lot as the starters, but you'll see Victoria Galvin and Haley Copeland come in and add, but they'll complement each other with their different types of pitches. But certainly we'll use the staff approach to our games.
Bev, were you surprised last year at what Mackenzie was able to do as a freshman, and what do you expect out of her as a sophomore this year?
I wasn't surprised. She was a highly touted recruit, a blue chip recruit for us. The part that surprised me about Mackenzie Bozel was her power numbers. I knew she was a player who always had great barrel control, and it was her power numbers she put up last year that were surprising. But this year, she has continued to improve, and she sends balls out of the yard consistently.
Coach, you got a lot of freshmen this year. I guess who's impressed you the most of all the newcomers so far?
Yeah, we have a class of 7 freshmen, and I think that's something that's exciting about this 2018 team. We have a great group of seniors, two to my sides here, but our freshman group will contribute early. Jana Johns, for me, is the freshman who stood out the most in the fall. She's likely to start at third base, be an everyday player for us, and put up great numbers offensively as well. Alyssa Kumiyama is another one who I think will be a threat at the plate. I go back to talking about our offense, but Alyssa Kumiyama will be a threat when she steps into the box.
Alyssa, Jordyn, if you could each chime in on this, how important is it as returning offensive stars to really help pace the pitching as it kind of gets into the season?
So for us, we're all about balance. Our defense, our job is to get outs for our pitchers and work. Whether they get hit or whether they put them all away, our job is to really stay back and protect. But from an offensive standpoint, Coach Lyle has always preached on base percentage and just being able to track things together and put up numbers. The more runs that we can ultimately produce offensively is going to mean our pitcher's going to be able to be more comfortable on the mound.
Coach, as far as the recruiting aspect of this sport, especially inside this conference, you're always going to be trying to pull people out of California and the warm weather states. How have you seen this conference expand its reach into the state of California? I know you have a freshman from California as well, and just how do you compete with the Pac-12 schools to make that happen?
Well, I think if you go back and look, the SEC is just the place. If you want to play softball at the highest level, you want to play in the SEC. So for us to pull players nationally from California, Texas, Florida, New Jersey, wherever we want to go to find the talent. Girls, if they want to play at the highest level, they want to play on the stage of the SEC.
I guess following up on that, with I think all 13 teams in the SEC made the NCAA tournament last year, what will it take for you guys maybe to make that next jump, to get past regionals where you've been the last 5 years, to make that next jump?
Well, that's certainly our goal. A couple things to remember, the number 8 team in the conference last year made a run through, won the SEC tournament, and went on to super regionals. We had 4 SEC teams in Oklahoma City in June, and that's our goal. We've got to compete in our league at the top of the league. If you're in the top of the league, you're going to be playing in Oklahoma City in June, and that's the goal for our players. That's why they chose to be here at South Carolina. These players want to make a difference. I've got Vandy and Jordyn here sitting with me, our senior catchers. They split time behind the plate last year. I like to refer to them as thunder and lightning. We've got a lot of different options. Jordyn can be the spark plug for us. Vandy's a power threat every time she steps into the box. But they came here because they wanted to make a difference in the program, and it's their goal to be in postseason. We want to host regionals at Beckham Field, and we want to be in Oklahoma City in June.
For the 2 players, what's been the biggest difference so far in the offseason? Having a new hitting coach on staff, is that tough to adjust to this late in your careers, and what kind of adjustments have you had to make?
For us, it hasn't been that tough of an adjustment. Coach Lyle has come in very ready for us, and we were very open with him, I believe. So it's been awesome to be working with him.
And I think, our hitting coach moved his entire family all the way across the country. And if that doesn't say he's committed to us, who are we not to be committed back to him? And something that Coach Bev has always preached from the beginning is it's all about the Gamecocks. And so if she were to bring Coach Lila and his philosophy in, who are we not to buy in, because that's going to make us more successful as a team.
Coach, down front, Josh with Spurs and Feathers. On that note, since July, how has your working relationship with Coach Lyle been, and how has he fit into the program with yourself? He's
fitting great. And his expertise is hitting, and that's what he's come here to do. And Jordyn said it great, moved his family across the country. He's always wanted to be connected to a big-time program and make the change. So I'm looking forward to the offensive philosophy that he's brought in. He really preaches our players, taking your best swing, doing damage at the plate, and we're seeing those results in practice. So I'm excited for game time. But he's a great fit for the community and just his family here. It's been great.